Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Open Up show. Thank you for joining today. We have an amazing special guest to share his life journey with us. Before that, I would like to share a couple of information with you. First, my name is Sivam Velautham, and I am the founder and president at Velautham 360. Velautham 360 is a non-profit organization founded in 2020, and it is based in London, Ontario, Canada. Voiceman 360 was born out of seeing a tremendous need and stepping up to provide services to help support and overcome men and boys' life challenges. We are part of International Men's Day. International Men's Day has been serving for over 25 years, and so far, 95 countries around the world join together and doing various activities regularly. IMD follows six pillars, which is the overall well-being of boys and men. We follow in the same footsteps. Why open up? Because men, we do not open our hearts and are not willing to share our matters with anyone. When we keep our emotional challenges with good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Open Up show. Thank you for joining today. We have an amazing special guest to share his life journey with us. Before that, I would like to share a couple of information with you. First, my name is Sivam Velautham, and I am the founder and president at Voiceman 360. Voiceover 360 is a non-profit organization founded in 2020, and it is based in London, Ontario, Canada. Voiceover 360 was born out of seeing a tremendous need and stepping up to provide services to help support and overcome men and boys' life challenges. We are part of International Men's Day. International Men's Day has been serving for over 25 years, and so far, 95 countries around the world join together and doing various activities regularly. IMD follows six pillars, which is the overall well-being of boys and men. We follow in the same footsteps. Why open up? Because men, we do not open our hearts and are not willing to share our matters with anyone. When we keep our emotional challenges within ourselves for a longer time, at some point they will explode and it will affect our mental health or health conditions in general in many ways. That is why we want to create an open space and allow individuals to share their life journey through our platform. We aim to create awareness about the life challenges, struggles, overcome, ups and downs that our boys and men go through in their lives. There are no limitations with the gender, age, nationality, or ethnic groups in sharing your life journey. All walks of life can participate. Our goal is to make a positive impact on someone's life through this program. Open Up is on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We bring an individual to each show and let them share their life experiences with you. Before I introduce our special guest for today, I would like to go through our disclaimer. We would like to remind you that Voiceman 360's mission is always delivered with good faith toward peaceful harmony. The views and opinions expressed in today's episode are those of our speakers and do not represent Voiceman 360. Our organization engages in discussion forums to offer inspiration and create awareness of the issues of men who wish to overcome their life challenges. We are not providing medical or therapeutic advice. Should you require that type of assistance, we recommend you contact a medical professional immediately. If you have questions or concerns about today's episode or any VoiceMN 360 content, please email us at info@voicemn360.org. Today we have a special guest. His name is Gabriel Bonnin. He is joining from Malaysia. Thank you, Gabriel. How are you?
Hello, Sivam. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for inviting me to your show. Very happy to take care about it and to share a bit of my experience.
Absolutely, absolutely. I just forgot to introduce yourself. You can just give a short, brief introduction about yourself. Of course, you are an executive chief in Malaysia, but just a quick intro, and then how did you become? What was the reason? How did you start your journey?
Well, my journey starts when I was quite young because I'm consider myself quite lucky since I was a kid, almost a kid, maybe 10, 12 years old. I knew it that I wanted to not to be a chef, but yes, to cook, to do something cooking for other people. Yeah, and then well, it makes my choice what I choose very easy for me, right? Because it was what I was wanting for since I was a kid, right? And well, and the rest, well, study. I studied for 4 years in a culinary academy in Mallorca, not in my hometown, let's say in the capital of Mallorca. And then I fly far from home quite early. I was around 19 or 20, and I started working in different restaurants in Madrid, in Barcelona, until the Asia call happens. And I came first of all I arrived to Singapore, and after a short time there, my former company sent me to Kuala Lumpur, which is the place where I am right now, and I've been here for soon. In May will be 6 years. I will turn 6 years here. Time flies.
I know it's quite interesting journey. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Of course, we want to really hear from you guys, especially in the food industry or restaurant in the industry and talk about. But before that, I want to also ask you the relationship between the father and son relationship. The one you learn from him, and then whatever inspired you, influenced you, the bonding and everything. Just share your memories, though.
Well, I would say the relationship with my father, especially with my father, it was always very healthy. I would say he he he's not anymore because he's retired, but he was a businessman handling handling a few supermarkets like a small supermarket in town. And what I learned from him in terms of what is gonna help me to grow is the values. For sure, the values that he gave me, to be honest and to work hard and to work in something that is really like you. Otherwise, you won't be happy. If you work in a job for minimum 8 hours a day, 9 hours, 6, whatever, you won't be happy in your life. It's impossible. Impossible. And then he always give me the advice that you are not we are not a really wealthy family, so you have to work every day. And then choose wiser, because it's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. I mean, you are not going to jump every 2-3 years in a different industry because you're never going to have a background. And yeah, And when I was more, let's say, teenager, which is kind of a complicated age, right? I even though in that age that I got some issues, my dad was there same always to support me and to tell me the truth, which is the thing that you don't want to hear, right? The truth sometimes is painful, and he was always there to to tell me what I was doing, even though it was wrong or right. I always can have his advice, and then this is something that I think it's helped me a lot in my life. Yeah.
Absolutely. So directly or indirectly, in it can impact in some ways, though, right? It can influence us. It can come to us. It's kind of like a genetic things also, but at the same time, we see in them on a daily basis, and then we take something without noticing, though. Anyway, I would like to ask you, take you to your industry, looking at to your experience, and then going back to your in the past number of years in the industry. Can you identify some of the problems, especially men, what we are facing in your world?
Well, my world F&B, if we look through the kitchen side, is a man's world. It's a man's world. I mean, for sure there are women working in the kitchen, but it's always less. It happens in Europe. Here in Asia is something like it's global, right? Being a man in a men's world or men's atmosphere, I mean, it didn't cause me any issue. Uh, Moreover than some how to say disadjustment team problems or team disadjustment. And but that question is quite interesting because it has two sides. It's the side of the man, and also I saw how a woman also could struggle in that world, not because bully or not because a different way to trade, but it's a quite how to say in English. Sorry, it went out of my mind. It's very demanding. Is a F&B is always very demanding. A lot of hours, standing, running, not working in the best conditions. If you are in the front line with the staffs in front of you, cooking, sweating, it's not the easy world for a woman, not even for a man also. But mm, it's perhaps the main reason that there is not much women working in kitchen or in F&B. In the maybe in the floor staff uh, is more equal, but in kitchen no, it's not like that.
Absolutely. What I was referring actually, let's say as an employee, as a cook, even leading a couple of organization. I mean, restaurants,
Mhm.
a couple of hundred employees, and as an entrepreneur, as a father, as a man. Um,
Mhm.
on the mental health side, and also sometimes physically too, but mainly the pressure and everything. What are some of the issues that you can actually witness or experience, even yourself, working with other men and things like that. Sometimes they speak, sometimes they don't.
Mhm.
So anything you can name it.
Well, being entrepreneur and handling your own team, you're gonna face a lot of different characters in people, right? In men. That's true. Yeah, it's true that maybe men between men or working with other men, it's more difficult for us to open up uh, to the other one. But I always trust the confidence or the building a strong confidence between my team and me. Not even just in the working time. I'm talking to be together not strictly for work. Let's say something building, something like that. All these things helps to create this kind of net that will hold your team. And yes, I could have many many answers for this question, but I think to open up with another man, you need his trust first. In my opinion, trust. Working in a trusting and healthy relationship between men, because also men's, yeah, we are a bit more let's say introvert about our feelings, talking about feelings or how we want to communicate with other men. And then I think is the to create a base of trust, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I was referring. And also, I want to ask you, that was my next question, like, how can
Hmm.
they overcome? Whenever you sit down, it is not only from your work related, but also from your friends or any other circle, the social networks, when you think about those people, sometimes they speak, and then most of the times they don't speak about their
Hmm.
problem, things like that. But listening or seeing them, what is your suggestion, like how can they solve or overcome those problems?
Well, uh, it's difficult to answer this question because, in my opinion, when you let's say you have a good friend that you know very well because it's your friend from where a kid, right? And then uh, you know exactly how is the person, you know how to talk and how to not talk, which is also very important. How to keep your mouth closed sometimes is a key. It's a key. Is part of a key success. And then, well, I wouldn't say to give you an answer to this question. I would need to know how is the person, what is the conflict, or how I can open to the other one. But as I told you before, to me it's a matter of uh, create trust between men.
Absolutely, yeah. When they feel trust, of course, they start to open, or they start to say something. Okay, you know what? Hey, man, I have this problem,
Mhm.
something like that, right? Until they have or they feel trust there, they won't really open. Uh, you know,
Mhm.
that's the only thing is. But what is your advice or message to those who are entering into hospitality, especially the restaurant industry, Gabriel?
Well, this is a question that I've been answering a lot of time before because people used to ask me for advice when they want to start on this in this world in this career. And my main advice to them is, if you really feel that you want to be a professional in F&B or in hospitality, uh, go for it. Go for it. Even if you have doubts, try it, because sometimes you hesitate. You don't know exactly what you want to do, and you think that perhaps I go to this world could be my space, or I can find my place. But if you don't feel it, it's too demanding. It's a world which is too demanding, and probably gonna cause some troubles to you in terms of not being happy with what you do, because it's not, if you are not suitable for it, but it's not your place and it's not what you really want to do. And then just make sure this is what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Thank you for the message. Of course, some people they have self doubt or what to do, even not sure. But
Hmm.
without trying, without going into the field, work it out for some couple of sometimes I would say you wouldn't know, right? So you had to try it out. That's good advice. Why is it important? What do you think, Gabriel? Why is it important to talk about men's and boys issues now more than before?
Well, because now the world is changing. Our generation is not the same generation that is growing up right now. There are teenagers. They have different needs. They have but different atmosphere when we were a kid, right? And I think, even though I'm not father, I don't have any kid, but I think the key of communication between boy or kid and father is again, because sometimes I think we forgot that beside our job we have a family, or we have a wife or girlfriend or friends that you need to take care of, right? And we forgot about it, and we focus in our own success, or in our own business, or in our own work, and we forgot a bit about our kids and our families. And then my advice is to work on it. I mean, work on the family time, on the kids time, on these kind of things. And very important, give them values for life, and they will have something to follow.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for the message. I have quick announcements. I will take probably 1 or 2 minutes, and then I will come back to
Yeah,
you. Okay.
sure, no problem.
So far, Gabriel Bonnin is sharing his life journey experiences with us. But I do have a couple of quick announcements. End homelessness, a citywide march. It will be on Saturday, May 25th, between 10 and 12 p.m. Eastern Time here in London, Ontario, Canada. Asking for everyone's support from London across Ontario. You can actually connect us with potential individuals, organizations, businesses, government officials, and more. And you can support us through organizing your event and march on the same day, and sending a promo video or a short video message to support our event, and sharing this message, flyer video, with your networks on your social media platforms. We really appreciate that support. And also, Open Up is on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can actually, there's no limitations with genders or nationality or ethnic groups. All walks of life can participate and share your life journey. And then Willie is a Tamil live talk show is on Sundays at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Monthly men's group meeting only for men, by men. The second Saturday of every month from 7 p.m. to 8:30 Eastern Time through Zoom, no recordings. And then the Facebook, the link is actually, the Zoom link is on Facebook page. There are no limitation to gender, age, nationality, or ethnic groups. All walks of life can participate in any of our shows. If you want to be a guest on any of our shows, or willing to be part of our organization and help us directly or indirectly, please reach out to us. We would like to work with the individuals, professionals, experts, community organizations, associations, corporations, government officials, and businesses. Phone number is 226 289 8784. 226 289 8784. Email address is info@voiceoman360.org. And then website address is www.voiceoman360.org. And of course, the social media platforms, or you can find us Facebook. We have a page and a group, and please join our Facebook group, Voice Summon 360, and then please share with other people so they can join too. This way you can help us. Other social media platforms are Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. So please watch other videos. We have done over 500 episodes on various topics. Please share with other people. Coming back to you, Gabriel, what does Open Up mean to you when it comes to men's issues? What do you think? Sorry, you
Oh,
are.
because
Go ahead. Go
sorry.
ahead. Yeah, now it's okay. Go ahead.
I meant to open up to other men. I think is not easy because our condition of man by itself. But I think a platform as yours, it's helping a lot for other men. In this case, I know Mauri, that I think is a good friend of yours. He was who introduced me to you to
Hmm.
start to talk to me, and I'm a follower of this kind of movement. But I think is needed right now. Um, in this kind of time that we are going through, to have a healthy relationship between men and to can talk openly. Uh, I'm sure it helps, but it's not easy.
Exactly. It doesn't matter which industry you're from, but men, especially when we do look at suicide ratio around the world, it is about 78 to 80%. So there are so many reasons, things happening behind suicide. So we need to open up and then we need to talk. That's why we want to create a space. We want to create awareness about men's issues, though. Um,
Mhm.
Lastly, how can we help and support our men and boys? What do you think, Gabriel?
How we can support our education? I think is the base of everything in our society.
Mhm.
Um, Values. Um, Take out this kind of or delete this kind of old mindset of the man is the strongest figure in the family, and this is stereotypes. How is in English the word? Sorry. Um, yes, remove the label on the man that it's making us like not a big favor actually, because since like you just have to be a man, you have to be right, you have to always do good, and you do mistakes all the time. I'm doing a lot of mistakes every day, and you have to accept that and try to be better and try to open up, which is not bad, and speak about your problems and be a better person. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. Thank you for the message. That's a very big positive message, though.
Thank you.
It's you have to open up and then willing to share
Mm.
your personal matters with a trusted, not every person, but at least a trusted person. If you have a close circle, one or two, three friends, at least you know who to talk to. But the last question I have is that when you
Mm.
think about your men's circle, it can be your relatives or somebody in your work related or anything. About three people, like
Sorry, I didn't understood. Sorry. Can you repeat, please?
yeah, I would like to ask you a question like about three people you are inspired, what from your industry or from your social networks or outside of uh, the bigger high profile people, anybody you can name three people, and then what's
Yes, yes, sure, sure. Probably the first would be my dad, my father,
mm-hmm,
for sure.
mm-hmm,
Um, Second person who inspired me every day could be one of my first books that I read about kitchen.
mm-hmm,
It is a guy which he doesn't have any Michelin star. I know if I'm telling you the name, it gonna sound familiar to you. It's called Chef Antoine Bourdain.
mm-hmm,
He already passed away,
mm-hmm.
but he wasn't especially. He was a he was not a great chef, but he had something that no one had at this time. That he opened up his about to the world. He opened up to the world and he tells his own history, which is full of up and downs, very dark scenes, a lot of spotlight. And then this is one of the first books that I read about his story, about autobiography, and it really changed my mind, or marked my mind, and it changed my perspective to how I was seeing the world before reading this book. Sorry. And the third person who inspired me, oof, it's difficult to decide. Um, I would say I don't want to tell any other chef. One chef is enough. I say my dad. I say this the chef Anthony Bourdain, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm a football fan. I'm Barcelona supporter, and a few years ago we had a guy, a short Argentinian guy called Leo Messi, which is the best player that never ever no one see before, and he's so humble. He's so quiet, so shy. But when he's with the team, beside being the best of the world, he has the capacity to motivate the teammates, bring the best of them, bring out the best of them, and together they get the success. They won. It was a team that they won all the competition. They won anything, everything. Sorry, and that kind of figure, like a leader, but with your team, not necessarily need to be like showing off because you are famous and rich. No, no, it's like very low profile, and this is what inspired me from him.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, because of course the father is first one, and then the book, sometimes through book or through professor or teacher
Yeah.
or anybody, and also people from all walks of life, can be from entertainment world or anybody out there. So thank you for sharing, joining today, Gabriel, and then sharing your life journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me to your show. It was a really nice time. I really enjoyed the experience. Thank you for it. And I wish you the best always in this circle of men, which is really needed. And you guys, you are doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And then also thank you to the our dearest friend Mauricio. So he's the one actually introduced. So he's doing amazing job.
I'm Mauri.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So far we have amazing experiences.
Thank you.
Him, Gabriel, and then please join us next week for another episode. A special guest from India. She's a journalist, so it will be awesome opportunity to listen her perspective, experiences. Please join next week. Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. I will. Thank you.